I'm going to go to Dr. Terry, who I believe met with some North Korean diplomats recently and has a perspective on the North Korea view on this. We were discussing it a bit before.
Right. So I am one of the more hardline thinkers, I guess, when it comes to North Korea. But I met the, North Koreans in Sweden early this month, and I was pessimistic to begin with, but when I met them and had this in-depth discussion for 3 days, including drinking and eating at night and trying to get cozy with each other, I came away even more pessimistic than ever before because, and this is not myself, my American counterpart also had the same view, and the Swedish guys who hosted the whole event said North Koreans right now, they emphasize over and over, denuclearization is completely off the table. We're smoking something if we think this is something that's achievable. They said this is not negotiable. It's over, it's done. This is not something that we can talk about. We will meet and talk about peace treaty, peace regime, and having that conversation. But we are so they said, they emphasized that one thing. Second thing they emphasized is we're so close to completing the nuclear program. We're so close to perfecting this nuclear arsenal. We did not come this far. And then they, predictably gave us the example of Libya, Iraq, and say, of course, from our perspective, this is the only means of regime survival. So we're this close, so that's off the table. And the third thing that really gave me some interesting impression is that how little they regard, to respect to South Korean colleagues here, I know South Korean government doesn't want to hear this, but North Koreans have said, and when we talk about peace treaty, it is with the United States. U.S. is our counterpart. South Korea, you are puppet of the United States, and we don't even need to have you in this discussion. So it was very frustrating, the whole event, to see how much the South Koreans want. It's like, what can we do to give, what can we do to improve relationship? What can we do to improve bilateral relations? And I just don't think that's necessarily is going to get to if our goal still is denuclearization. And I think then we need to be very clear about that. Is this a realistic goal? I know we will always forever say that because we cannot not say that, right? But I just think it's almost like we are just in the same cycle, and we're not moving ahead, and we're not even thinking about what's. So we just have a fundamentally different perspective on this, and this is sort of my takeaway, which was, very, very depressing, and I'm sorry to report that, but that's just the state that we're in.